It's Saturday morning.
Hello, morning.
Saturday morning. Was it 6:30 in the morning? So we're off to Sukhothai this weekend for our Shanya's cousin's ordination in the Buddhist church up in Sukhothai. Anyway, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be. It's going to probably be like 3 or 4 episodes. Who knows? Anyway, so cue the intro and we'll catch up with you shortly. So we're not taking our cars, we're going in somebody else's minivan, I believe, from what I can understand. Most of the time I'm in the dark anyway, so I really don't know what's going on. But he was supposed to be here at 6 o'clock in the morning, but typical Thai time is now pretty much 6:30. Still not here. What do you expect? You just got to get used to this Thai timing. You'll get there eventually. Anyway, it's like, I think it's about a 5.5 hour drive when you use Google Maps, with break stops on, probably 2 breaks on the way up. It's probably more like going to be 7 hours to get there. Well, this is our first of probably 2 or 3. It's my uncle. First of 3 truck stops on the way up. I think we're about a third of the way there already. Just stopping for some breakfast, I think. Kin khao. Kin khao.
Yeah, kin khao.
Kin khao. Too much?
Too much.
Too much? Yeah, so this is Singburi. You can look it up, put a pin on the map so that you can get an idea where things are. And it's now out of Bangkok, so we're in sort of the rural area of Thailand. In fact, most of Thailand is fairly rural, apart from the big cities. But I suppose that's the way anywhere you go. And this is our bus that we're driving in today. And the boys in there smoking and vaping. Oh my God. ไม้สูบบุหรี่
ไม่ให้บอกไม่เอาแค่เท่าไหร่แค่40 50 เมตรรถค่ารถพอละเอาอะไรเลยลูกไม่แพงอย่างนี้ก็เหลือรวยจะเขือเหลือแต่รวยรวยไม่เอา
Stop number 2, Nakhon Sawan. That's about halfway to Sukhothai. So I guess it's another 3 hours before we get there. Well, we finally got here. Let me just check what time it is. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's probably an hour longer than I expected to take. Very safe and sound. Anyway, so what we have here, this is I've done some photos of this place before. This is the family's farm area. So there's the main housing area, which is in the centre. There's the farms to the back of us here and to the other side of the road. And one of the major crops that they do here is tobacco. I'll do a bit of more of a tour around the place shortly. But we're just going to obviously just sit down and relax and find where the Sukhothai whiskey is. Where's the whiskey, darling?
Where? Maybe tonight.
Tonight? Oh my God. Yeah, so as I was saying, the main crop that they do here, I know they do I think a rotation, but the main crop they do here is tobacco. And these are the drying sheds on the main, I suppose the main housing area for the family land. So There's probably a dozen houses here of all different shapes, ways and sizes, and then dotted in between them is the hanging huts or the drying huts for the tobacco. And I'd give you more information about this, but I don't know too much about tobacco growing. I know you used to sort of, smoke the stuff, but this is where they grow the stuff. This is Marlborough country, and this is the house that Mother's mother stayed in, and this is where we've stayed a couple of times before when we've come up here. We're not staying here tonight, I believe. We're staying somewhere a bit closer to the town, but we'll probably spend half the night here drinking whiskey. And of course, when I say drinking whiskey, I don't mean drinking Johnny Walker Red or Black or anything else. I'm talking about Sukhothai moonshine. It's good stuff. Of course, one of the things I haven't mentioned is the synchronicity of life in some respects. Yes, I might be a city dweller and an IT engineer, and like taking off, I suppose, after my father, who was an electrical systems engineer for the Navy, highly technical jobs. But from that side of the family, my father Barry, he had 3 brothers and 1 sister, and they all went into farming. And farming has been in the Gertie's family for quite some time. They're dotted all over sort of New South Wales, as far as I know, or if they're still farming, that is. They'll be getting up to sort of 80 years old. I'm not quite sure what the descendants are doing. I haven't really paid much attention, but it's interesting the fact that like here we are on a family farm for Shonja's mother. And so it's a complete circle, and I've always been sort of drawn to this style of life, running the gauntlet of the high pressure city life as an IT engineer, and doing all the brainy stuff that you're supposed to do. The things that always appealed to me was the toiling on a farm and working on the farm. You never know. We've actually got an option to actually build a house on this area as well. But of course, one of the things I probably can't really do without these days is the internet, and I don't know whether we could actually get fibre connection up to this far. I know we could probably get sort of some sort of connection, but whether we could get something in the way of high speed, that'll be another thing altogether. But yeah, this is like we've been here a few times. And it's a really nice place. Like the commercial crops is tobacco, but as I said, they live off the land. They got these little trees flood. Like this is just part of the stuff that they do. The extra bits you do for the farming. This is the sort of living off the land, and that's always appealed to me. If I was to actually build somewhere here, I'd go full solar and do the whole place up and be completely sort of off the grid if I could, but I don't know whether I could actually sort of bear the whole idea of being unconnected with civilization at that level anymore. But anyway, we'll tell you how things go. So we're now taking a quick run out to the temples. This is a bit of an idea of the farming area. You see tobacco fields everywhere you go. Of course, when the tobacco season's over, I think they plant rice or some other crop. But this is living off the land. So the last time I was out here, I think it was 2, maybe 3 years ago. Maybe 2 years ago. Not quite sure exactly, but we could only get 3G coverage 2 years ago. I was just looking at my phone there. I got LTE now, so at least we got 4G coverage up here, which is much better. It's still expensive to run an internet service on, but especially for what I do. One game download, could be 30 gig. Imagine what that is like running on a 3G, so 4G service. Well, here we are at Wat Wang Tong, which is a local temple. It's about maybe sort of 3 or 4 kilometres from the farming houses. It's not the big grandiose temples that you're used to seeing that we take you to. This is more the local village temples. They're still very well done and very pretty. Looks like they've had a new coat of paint too.
That's fine. We make this one for tomorrow.
So this is where we do the celebration tomorrow?
Yeah, it's for tomorrow.
Yeah. So the confirmation's actually here tomorrow. Oh, I see. So if you look over here, here's this is the seating and everything else for tomorrow's celebration. The cousin that's being confirmed tomorrow, I believe in about half an hour time he goes in to have his head shaved, which is part of the tradition. I think day 2 of the ceremony, that's the head shaving part, and then tomorrow that's when we do the walk around the temple 3 times and all that sort of stuff. I really don't know much about the depth of the Buddhist ceremony for confirmation, but as you can say, it's something that we learn, and I'll learn more and more as I go along. So this main room here is what they call the sermon room for the monastery. So all the lessons are actually given here. It's actually quite a big room. And of course we have the loudspeakers again. So now the elders do the traditional shedding of the hair. Looks like each of the elders takes a little piece. I wasn't familiar with that part of the ritual. So I think the last confirmation I went to, there was like, was it 80 something adepts signing up to the monastery. From what I can gather, it's only the one lad for tomorrow's ceremony, because this is not the middle of Bangkok. This is, Sukhothai, and the population density is much less. I also believe April is the month that is the general conscription process as well. So I guess it all coincides at the same time. You either join the monastery or you join the army. I guess being in the rural areas, it's actually a special occasion. They even make it a special banner for it. So I don't know if you actually saw my Facebook. I had my hair done the other day as well. Not full shave, just a little bit.
Yep. Yes, I know. You look good, Eddie.
And as you can see, he actually gets a full shave. Even the stubble comes off. Well, there you go, he's had the full head shave now. Time to go back inside. So this is obviously the shaving part. I wasn't familiar with this, and now there's a cleansing part of the ritual where all the elders of the group, I guess it's some sort of water blessing. Similar to Songkran, I guess, but Garlic and everything else, getting everything ready. There's a lot of mouths to feed tomorrow. Oh my God! Start already! Start already! And they're giving me my first whiskey for today. Cheers! Brings tears to your eyes. It's exceptionally sweet and something that, but I'm not going to drink that much. This is okay for now. No, later. Oh. It's good stuff. Oh my God, you look so cool. Yep. Where are you from?
Này, đưa xe kia. Nè.
mày mình lò vậy.
Oh my God! And my Pisha, he come to have drink with me. See, him and me, brothers. You will not believe me. You and me. I can't understand a word he says, but we drink together.
Okay.
We drink together. Yep. Whiskey over here. So it's 20 minutes before we can actually legally buy alcohol. We're off to a 7-Eleven or someplace where we can get maybe some Johnny Walker Black. It's a special occasion. Time to black. Everybody want black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is Sisamrong. This is the local town near to the farm homestead. It's about 5 kilometers from the homestead. Everybody comes here for all their local supplies.
กี่นาที
Sort of my sort of
ต้องมี
pace.
กินอะไรบ้างลูก
ร้านส่งมีอะไรอ่ะ
Quarter to 5 in the afternoon on a Saturday afternoon. And this is the traffic.
โอ้น่ารัก
A
อยาก
much
ได้อะ
quieter pace of life.
อยากได้อย่างนั้นมันอ่ะ
จอดตรงไหน
Well, we've got the supplies, so we've got was it the 100 paper for tonight because tonight, and we've got a Johnny Walker Black for tomorrow, and we've got a dozen beer, Leo, and we've got soda, and hopefully somebody will bring some food. So we're just stopping out here. It's about 10 kilometres away from the house. Probably not even that far. That's just sort of a
Have free Wi-Fi
bungalows for us to stay in tonight. Yeah.
V1
What they call this place?
V1
V1.
V1
V1. I didn't really. I'm going to look at the sign at the front. Yeah, look at the rooms. Rooms look quite clean and air conditioned. Yeah, V1 is the name. V1 Retreat. So we're taking 3 bungalows, and that should set us up for the night. Let's get the keys now, and then we'll go back to the farm and get ready to party tonight. Come on, open the door. Oh, good. Have double.
Okay.
Good fire. Have air condition. And have Hong Nam and shower are very clean. Good. Have fridge. Good. No problem. 540 baht for one night. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yes, it's only for sleeping in. and it's got air conditioning, so all the creature comforts you need to worry about. I don't know why they couldn't give us 3 bungalows side by side, but maybe they're already full. There's nobody here though, so I can't figure that one out. Well, we've got karaoke, we've got whiskey coming, but I think we're in for a long night. Yeah, Bishay, come with whiskey now. Anyway, I don't think you people want to see me get drunk. There's already one video from 6 years ago with that one. You don't want to see it. Anyway, so we'll check you in the morning. This is how Thais celebrate. Thais, alcohol and karaoke. This is how Thailand really works, guys. Unless of course you can get invited to local shindigs like this, you really are enjoying Thailand. Now, Mother's turn on stage. This is real Thailand. I could get really political here and just say Muslims down south will never overtake Thailand. We eat pig and drink alcohol and like it. Well, it's late. We've had a bit to drink. And it's time
so
to get.
dark too much.
Yeah, you drunk, but
Yes.
why? Con no.
You maa
No, my mouth.
Okay now. Halfway for.
Anyway,
Okay, do you want
I think
to
this
see
is the end of
your-
this video. I think, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow's events. Okay, bye for now.
Bye
See you.
bye.
Bye bye.